And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eyes Lamel Family Field. As we're counting down to latest edition of Brevard College men's lacrosse, as the Tornadoes will host the Panthers of LaGrange in a USA South Conference matchup coming up in about 18 minutes or so. Tornadoes looking to get their first win of the 2023 season in conference play, 2-7 overall, 0-2 in the USA South. LaGrange comes into this one 4-5 overall, 0-1 in the USA South Conference. Starters for the Tornadoes: Michael Peters, Will Scoggins, Jack Hicks, Jacob Gravely, Lucas Harvey, Drew Pond, Max Dorman, Gage Kyatt, Xavier Westbrook, and Parker Corbett. Head coach of the Tornadoes, J.D. LeMay. Brenner Woodcock is the assistant coach for Brevard College men's lacrosse. LaGrange starting lineup is as followed: Klein Woods, Luke Young, Isaac Bohr, Ryan Como, Ben Bryan, Jacob Jeffords, Andrew Brown, Casey Gibson, Jordan Juansanseson, and Wade Young. So looking forward to getting things started. It is a gorgeous day. Upper 60s, sunny skies. We had a bunch of rain overnight and into the morning, but ideal conditions, not just for these student athletes, but anyone in the grandstands today enjoying the sunshine and the blooming of springtime here at Brevard College. So stick with us. We'll have Panthers and Tornadoes men's lacrosse coming up shortly.
Finnegan McCormack, Milford, Pennsylvania.
Bryce Peterson, Augusta, Georgia.
Drew Pond,
Appling, Georgia.
Atticus Cooper, Louisville, Kentucky. Go Tornadoes.
Nick Charania, Evans, Georgia.
Will Scoggins, Charleston, South Carolina. Go Nados.
Frankie Howard, Jensen Beach, Florida.
Nathan Stone, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Scott Bundy, Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Jane Ponder, Joy, North Carolina.
Jack Hicks, Greensboro, North Carolina. Go Tornadoes.
Michael Peters, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Max Dorman, Charleston, South Carolina.
Henry Kosker, Palm Beach, Florida.
Parker Corbett, Westminster, British Columbia. Go Nados.
Lucas Harvey, Savannah, Georgia.
Rayon Coleman, Asheville, Tennessee. Jared Perez, St. Augustine, Florida. Go Tornadoes.
Tristan Wallace, Newburgh, North Carolina.
Luke Norton, Edgewater, Florida. Go Nados.
Jordan Ingram, Cascade, Maryland.
Jacob Gravely, Monroe, North Carolina.
Tate Carter, Millis, Massachusetts.
Brady Perez, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Gage Kyatt, Mesa, Arizona.
Xavier Westbrook, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Jacob Hernandez, Santa Ana, California.
Matthew Smith, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Tate Carter, Millis, Massachusetts.
Andrew McDonald, Vienna, Virginia.
Ben Wilhelm, Columbia, South Carolina.
Let's go Nados!
Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Lacrosse. LaGrange and Brevard just moments away from getting started here at Islamel Family Field. It's a beautiful sunny day. 70 degrees currently. There is high winds at times, so we'll keep an eye on that, what team might have the advantage there. It should be a good one. USA South Conference action. A moment of silence during the pregame introductions and ceremonies. It's been a sad week across the USA South Conference. A unexpected passing of Greensboro College men's lacrosse student athlete Seth Mandrick. He was the captain of the Greensboro College men's lacrosse team. From all of us at Brevard College, our prayers are with Seth's family, Greensboro College, and all those affected by the tragedy. And we'll continue to honor the memory of Greensboro College men's lacrosse student athlete Seth Mandrick. And these two teams are going to square off here in men's lacrosse as the two goalkeepers hit to their respective positions. Isaac Bohr for the Panthers. And Jack Hicks for the Tornadoes. So underway now, and Tornadoes able to come up with a loose ball, ground ball there. Ryan Como was on the scene for LaGrange. Lucas Harvey able to come up with that loose ball for the Tornadoes. And here's Westbrook. Kyatt. Gage Kyatt, the freshman from Mesa, Arizona. Finnegan McCormick getting the offense organized for the NATOs. Here's Parker Corbett. Corbett up ahead to Drew Pond. Pond plays it back to Corbett. Corbett back to McCormick. McCormick beats one defender, fires away a shot, blocked, deflected off a Panther defender. Looked like Ben Bryan in the middle of all that on the defensive side for LaGrange. LaGrange making the trip up from Georgia. Just underway here. 1 minute and 1 second has elapsed here in the first period. And back underway here. Here's the Tornadoes. Konsker. Ben Bryan defended there by McCormick. Now up ahead to Wade Young. So Panthers trying to get things going with their first offensive attack. Here's Luke Young. Westbrook on the defensive end for the Tornadoes. Just underway here. 1 minute and 40 seconds have elapsed. Young, stolen by the Tornadoes. Well done there, Michael Peters. Junior defender from Belmont, North Carolina. He plays it back to Hicks, who plays it right back to Peters. Some nifty moves there, a 360 from Michael Peters. Now he plays it back to Ponder. Tiernan Ponder, freshman midfielder from Julian, North Carolina. Whistle here, it's going to be LaGrange ball. Ponder, dual sport athlete, also member of the soccer program here at Brevard College. Ben Bryan, senior midfielder. Now Woods And a goal there by number 0, Klein Woods of LaGrange. So LaGrange strikes first, 1-0 the advantage. So Klein Woods able to get the opening goal. Quick strike there. Nice individual effort from Woods. And LaGrange strikes first. But Tornadoes, meanwhile, able to win that face-off and then firing off a shot there. So the face-off was won by Scoggins, and then Corbett absolutely fired a fastball. Nice save by Isaac Bohr, the goalkeeper of LaGrange. 3 minutes have elapsed, 1-0 Panthers. Woods. Holden Samuels with a touch there. Back to Woods. Woods slowing it down a bit. 45 on the shot clock. Here's Jack Bryan. Bryan. Attacking, looking for an opening. Nice defense there by the Tornadoes. Ponder and also Harvey. Shot there, and Hicks able to come up with the save. Jack Hicks now plays it forward, but stolen away quickly by the Panthers. Here's the Panthers. Brown. A lot of contact in front of that goal mount there, but ultimately picked up by Jack Hicks. So good job on recovery there by the Tornado defense after a quick takeaway by the Panthers. Over 4 minutes have elapsed now. Panthers 1, Tornadoes 0. Glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from. It's Chamber of Commerce weather here in Brevard, North Carolina. Sun is shining bright. Currently 71 degrees. The Panthers on the attack once again. Young. There's Brown. Peters on the defensive end on Brown. Here's Como. Nice crowd out here at Brevard College as well. You can hear them active. Also baseball happening just across the street at Gilcone Field. Tornadoes and the Pfeiffer Falcons for a 3-game set. And back underway here. Here's Brown. Jack Bryan. Brown. Dangerous situation here from the Tornadoes' perspective, but nice save there as Como was trying to get something done right in front of Hicks. Meanwhile, loose ball here. The ground ball goes to the Panthers. Here's Samuels. Samuels splits 2 defenders, loses his stick. A little bit of a helter-skelter type feel right there, and now taken away once again by the Panthers. Bryan. Samuels. Young. Young. Defended there tightly by Lucas Harvey, the junior from Guyton, Georgia. 9:27 to play here. Period number 1. Tornadoes able to get the takeaway, see what they can get going offensively. Across midfield, here comes Jacob Gravely. Gravely, the junior from Monroe, North Carolina. He plays it forward to Parker Corbett. Corbett. Along the left side. Here's Drew Pond with a touch. Plays it back to Finnegan McCormick. Now Will Scoggins. Kyatt. Scoggins. McCormick. Tornadoes moving the ball around the perimeter. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Here's McCormick. McCormick begins his attack. Beats one defender. Fires off a shot. Just missing. Good effort there from Finnegan McCormick. Really juked out that first Panther. 8:34 to play. 24 on the shot clock. Here's Will Scoggins. Scoggins Plays it back to McCormick. McCormick taking it again, fires off a shot there, but saved by the goalkeeper, Bohr. Bohr, the senior goalkeeper for LaGrange out of Fayetteville, Georgia, Whitewater High School. 8:15 to play. And some quick work there. LaGrange quickly down the field. And then number 32, Andrew Brown with the finish. So Andrew Brown makes it a 2-0 game. The save on one end by Bohr, and then quickly down the field. Some fast break action there, and the goal by Brown. Credit the assist to Ryan Como. And just like that, the Panthers are up 2-0. Picked up here by Jeffords. Jeffords up ahead. Here's Young. Flag has flown, so we'll see what that's all about. Likely will be against the Tornadoes. 7:50 to play here, period number 1. Tornadoes all packed in defensively. Hicks able to get the save. Now a whistle, and we'll get the ruling on the flag. .744 to play. Wind gusting at times. When it does gust, it seems to be currently at the back of the Panthers, who are moving left to right on your device. The Panthers with the red shorts, the black jerseys, and the red numerals. Tornadoes in their home white jersey. So it is indeed a penalty on the Tornadoes. A man-up situation here for LaGrange. 7:35 to play here, period number 1. 2-0 Panthers. Panthers looking for the open man, man-up situation. Numbers in LaGrange's favor, but firing off a shot there high and wide was Michael Potet. He's a junior attacker out of Evans, Georgia. The penalty, by the way, was a 30-second penalty. So Tornadoes have just about extinguished this already. Michael Peters was called for interference, so he had to sit in the penalty box for 30 seconds. Penalty is now clear, so both teams now even. Shot there off the mark. And shot clock's down to 3, and in fact, this is going to be Tornadoes' ball. So nice job by the Tornadoes. 30 seconds of that defensive stand was a man-up opportunity for LaGrange, and Tornadoes get it done. Now let's see if the team in white can get something going on the offensive end. Hicks is going to take it himself well out of his goal area. Plays it forward there, was looking for Bryce Peterson, but unable to connect. Then a hard foul there, and we'll get a ruling on this in a moment. We've got some discussion here as all sorts of substitutes at the same time. It's going to be a foul on the Tornadoes. It doesn't look like a penalty, so no flag flew, but it will be LaGrange's ball. 6:22 to play. Period number 1. USA South Conference action here at Islamel Family Field. Clock stops at 6:12. We've got some rowdy fans here at Islamel Family Field, many of whom have made the trip up from LaGrange, Georgia, supporting the team in black and red. Tornadoes, meanwhile, home crowd showing up on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. 6:08 to play here. Shot there and a goal. That was a beautiful shot. Ben Bryan, just a rocket, able to find the back of the net in very short time. The quick release from Brian. And a 3-0 lead for the Panthers. So Scoggins will go back to work on the face-off here for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes now have to play behind by 3 goals. Face-off there is won by the Panthers. That's Jacob Jeffords, face-off specialist out of Marietta, Georgia. Here's Brown. Young firing away a shot, and that's a goal. So these last couple shots by the Panthers, really impressive. Number 1, Luke Young with the finish there. And that'll be a timeout on the field with 5:40 to play. Panthers 4, Tornadoes 0. Back here at Islamel Family Field, an early 4-0 advantage for the LaGrange Panthers. USA South Conference action. Good job there. Scoggins on the faceoff, ultimately picked up by Michael Peters. Peters trying to get something going offensively for the Tornadoes. He plays it to Scoggins. Scoggins plays it to Finnegan McCormick. McCormick pressured all the way back towards midfield. Now attacking the LaGrange goal. Flag is up, so this is going to be a penalty on the Panthers, it looks like. Looks like the guilty party is Jordan Dwanzan-Season. I've broadcast a lot of games over the years, have said a lot of last names. I must hand it to Jordan, one of the more difficult ones for the broadcaster. I want to apologize in advance if I'm not saying it correctly. Great to see him on the field, the freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. Meanwhile, here comes the Tornadoes the other way. McCormick. Peterson. Man-up situation for the Tornadoes. It's a 1-minute slashing penalty, extra man opportunity for the Tornadoes. Corbett. Here's Kyatt. Stolen away there by Klein Woods. Now another loose ball situation. LaGrange seems to have come up with it. LaGrange playing a man down. Now up ahead, Wade Young. And Tornadoes have to be careful. Counterattack here from the Panthers. Bryan plays it back to Woods. 4:10 to play here, period number 1. Shot there just off the mark. Luke Young tried to bounce that by Hicks. Penalty is now complete, so both teams back equal footing. Wind has actually shifted. It's been swirling in all sorts of directions. Now LaGrange going into the win, at least at the moment. 3:45 to play here, 30 on the shot clock. Good job defensively getting his stick up there was Peters. Como defended there by Dorman. .13 on the shot clock. LaGrange is going to have to make some quick work here as the wind has picked up to yet other levels. We're actually seeing a wind advisory from the National Weather Service at the moment, so significant gusts at times. Nice stop there by Hicks. Hicks now plays it forward. Nice job with that ball off the turf from Peters, but now Peters is in a battle and then a whistle there, and it's going to be LaGrange ball. Peters moved Brown out of the way, and it's going to be LaGrange ball. 3:05 to play here, period number 1. Shot here, Hicks able to get in the middle of it. And here come the Tornadoes the other way. Nate Stone covering a lot of ground. Nate Stone, junior midfielder from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. A couple of LaGrange players have hit the deck, and meanwhile, here comes LaGrange the other way. These two teams are starting to get more and more physical. Young. Steps back, plays it to Woods. Woods stepping to his right, now plays it to the left. Michael Potet. Here's Brown, Andrew Brown, sophomore out of Louisiana. Shot there by Woods. He's the senior from Macon, Georgia. First Presbyterian Day High School. 1:57 to play here, period number 1. 4-0 Panthers. Here's Young. 23 on the shot clock, 1:41 on the game clock. Nice defense there for the Tornadoes. Lucas Harvey on the scene. 8 on the shot clock for the Panthers. 5 on the shot clock. And just beating the shot clock. The shot clock was all the way down to 3. The goal by number 1, Luke Young. Freshman attacker out of Ackworth, Georgia. Luke Young makes it a 5-0 lead for the Panthers. So Young with back-to-back goals. A different Tornado looks like is in the face-off position at the moment. As Ben Wilhelm handling the face-off that last time around. And Tornado's able to come up with it ultimately, Max Dorman. So Young with a goal on the 5:47 mark, then another one there with 1:21 to play in the first quarter, has put LaGrange up 5-0, a 16-4 shot advantage for the Panthers. Both teams have had one man-up opportunity. LaGrange winning the turnover battle. 5 turnovers, 9 for the Nados. A minute left to play here, period number 1. Scoggins up ahead to McDonald. Pond. Drew Pond. Scooped up nicely there by McCormick. Finnegan McCormick, sophomore midfielder out of Pennsylvania. McCormick faked a shot there momentarily. We're down to the final 38 seconds of this first period. Peterson. McCormick. 26 seconds. Peterson. Firing off a shot there is McCormick. Nice save by the LaGrange goalkeeper. Clock currently stopped at 12.7 seconds. Isaac Bohr, goalkeeper for the Panthers. Tornadoes have 10-second stop rate here till the end of the period. Down to 5 seconds. 3 seconds. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Your score at the end of the first period, Panthers 5, Tornadoes 0. Back underway here at Islamel Family Field, a 5-0 advantage for the Panthers, the visitors from LaGrange. USA South Conference action, and we are back underway. Two teams switch sides, so the Tornadoes now moving left to right on your device. Shot there just off the mark. That was Max Dorman. Dorman, exciting freshman out of Charleston, South Carolina. So in that first period, Luke Young led the way with 2 goals for LaGrange. Klein Woods, Ben Bryan, and Andrew Brown each with a goal. Flag is on the field, so this is going to be a penalty against LaGrange. And a whistle there, so we'll see what this is all about. Meanwhile, looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Panthers. And so another man-up situation for the Tornadoes, the second of the day. We'll get you that information as soon as we can in terms of the exact nature of the penalty. Meanwhile, 14-13 to play. And a man-up situation here for the Nados. McCormick. Here's Gage Kyatt. Kyatt once again. Scoggins back to McCormick. Corbett, McCormick. Kyatt. Kyatt loses it there, and here come the Panthers the other way as Woods on the attack. The penalty, by the way, was on Jude Williams. A 1-minute slashing penalty. Nice save on the other end by Hicks. 2 saves on 1 play. Hicks getting it done for the NATOs. Now an opportunity for the NATOs. Still up a man, but losing control there of the offensive attack and back the other way. Here come the Panthers. 13:20 to play, period number 2. 1-minute slashing penalty currently being assessed on the Panthers. Here they are, a man down. Now the penalty's over, so both teams even. And now LaGrange content working it around the perimeter. Jack Bryan is going to get his offense reset. And a goal there, Michael Poteet, the junior attacker from Evans, Georgia, number 9. Michael Poteet with the finish. So a 6-0 lead now for LaGrange. 12:42 to play here, period number 2. And back underway here. LaGrange with an early statement here at Islamel Family Field. And now Tornadoes will regroup from the back. Tornadoes across midfield, see what they can get going offensively. LaGrange able to get the stop. Now they're moving quickly from right to left, looking for more on the offensive end. Hicks went up high to steal that cross in mid-flight. $11:15 to play, period number 2. And a whistle here. It's going to be Brevard ball. And compelling situation here in the attacking zone for Brevard. McCormick. Scoggins. Corbett. Here's Drew Pond. Drew Pond trying to fire off a shot there. Tough defense there by LaGrange, meanwhile. Here's Gage Kyatt. Kyatt plays it back to McCormick. McCormick finds an open teammate. That's Corbett. Corbett was trying to get it to Bryce Peterson, but unable to make that connection. Panthers ball going the other way. And here come the Panthers once again. Young. Matt Smith had it temporarily there for the Tornadoes, but taken back by Samuels. We have a timeout on the field with 10-11 to play here, period number 2. Timeout on the field. Panthers 6, Tornadoes 0. Back here at Islamel Family Field. 9:55 to play here, period number 2. Final from Gilcone Field, right next door to us here at Islamel Family Field, as the Tornadoes have defeated Pfeiffer 8-2 in game 1 of a 3-game series. Meanwhile, shot there, fired off high. LaGrange with an early statement in this one, ahead 6-0. Tornadoes still within striking distance, but need to continue to get stops on the defensive end. And still looking to get their first goal on the offensive end. 9:30 to play here, period number 2. LaGrange playing it forward. Jack Bryan. Then firing off a shot there was Tyler Abrams. And Tornadoes able to get the stop. Nicely done there, extinguishing that shot clock. And Jacob Gravely will pick up things from there. So Tornadoes will work from the back using their goalkeeper, Jack Hicks. Hicks now up ahead to Harvey. Picked up there. This is Woods. There's a flag down. Firing off a shot there in a goal. Andrew Brown. So goal there by LaGrange. So Andrew Brown with the goal there. Assist by Delisandro. So Andrew Brown able to get the finish. A 7-0 lead for the Panthers now, who've outshot the Tornadoes 23-9. 6 saves for Jack Hicks, the Tornadoes goalkeeper. 3 for Bohr. Whistles everywhere. Flags on the turf as well. And being sent to the penalty box as a Panther. That seemed pretty egregious. You saw some, almost like he was chopping wood with his lacrosse stick, swinging at the tornado. So we'll see the official ruling on this one, but it's tough to get away with those when it's that egregious. And this is going to be a man-up situation. Well, we thought it was on LaGrange. It's actually, there's one penalty for each, so both. So what happens often in these situations is not only does the original culprit get penalized, but if you retaliate, you're going to get punished as well. So both teams in the penalty box. Kayet firing off a shot there. Scoggins to his left, fires away wide. 7:43 to play here, period number 2. LaGrange had a 5-0 lead at the end of 1, added 2 more goals here in the second. And LaGrange is going to get the stop there. And here come the Panthers. Here's Como. Young firing off a shot. Hicks with the saves. Young gets his own rebound. And Tornado's able to get that stop, see if they can get something going offensively now, but turn it right back over to LaGrange. Under 7 minutes to play here, period number 2. Young. Still Young. Then firing off a shot there was Woods, saved by Hicks. Picked up here by Kayet. Here comes Kayet. Cross midfield. And whistles. And it's going to be LaGrange ball after Kayet covered a lot of ground there. Here's Woods. Woods fires off a shot. That's a goal for number 0, Klein Woods. And Panthers ahead now 8-0. As Woods, who scored the very first goal of this game, way back at the 12-minute mark of the first quarter, scores again his second goal. Brown has 2, Young has 2. So 3 Panthers, each with a pair of goals. 8-0, the visitors on top. And here come the Panthers winning the faceoff there. Abrams, interestingly enough, Abrams also listed as a goalkeeper. Midfielder from McDonough, Georgia. D'Alessandro. Young. 5:56 to play, period number 2. 8-0 Panthers. A 27-11 shot advantage. Hicks with the save there, picked up there nicely by Gravely. Jacob Gravely, he's been active. And Lucas Harvey, check that, actually had that last ground ball pickup. Junior from Guyton, Georgia. Meanwhile, here come the Panthers. Firing off a shot there, saved by Jack Hicks. That was Brown firing off a shot. Here come the NATOs. Finnegan McCormick. McCormick. Defended by Young. McCormick up ahead. Here's Drew Pond. Pond, the sophomore from Evans, Georgia. Tusculum College transfer. Scoggins. Corbett. Pond. Scoggins. Scoggins lays it off to Cooper. Cooper on the attack. Cooper fires off a shot. Saved. Saved there by Bohr. He's been solid in goal, pitching a shutout at the moment. Counterattack here. Here's D'Alessandro. Some quick work there. You got to hand it to LaGrange. D'Alessandro to Brown to Como with the goal. Ryan Como. Where's number 17, the sophomore attacker? Out of Canton, Georgia, Woodstock High School. The Panthers take a 9-0 lead, so Tornadoes will regroup here. Heading towards the faceoff circle, Ben Wilhelm, freshman from Columbia, South Carolina, Spring Valley High School. All Panthers thus far, 9-0 the advantage. Ground ball pickup there by Beckworth. Beckworth now plays it back to Woods. Defense there by Michael Peters of the Tornadoes. Now you see Jacob Hernandez, the California native, on the scene defensively. 4 minutes to play here till halftime. Young. And a goal there by number 1, Luke Young. And Panthers have hit double digits. Now up 10-0. Wind picking up considerably once again. These gusts at times certainly a factor. And another goal. This is rapid fire. Once again, Luke Young. Back-to-back goals for Young. And now 11-0 your score. 2 goals from Young came just 9 seconds apart from each other. So Luke Young, freshman from Ackworth, Georgia, getting it done. So another face-off opportunity here. Will Scoggins back in that position for the NATOs. Flag flies. And Scoggins is going to be called for a penalty, so worst case scenario here for the Tornadoes, not going down a man, already down 11-0 on the scoreboard. Poteet, Como, Bryan, Young. 3:07 on the game clock, 59 on the shot clock. Man up opportunity for LaGrange, and they're able to deliver. after face-off violation for Scoggins. And a goal there. Michael Poteet able to get the finish. 12-0. So officially the Scoggins penalty, we saw the face-off violation. You may have wondered what that was exactly. Delay of game, the call. So 30-second penalty, and LaGrange able to take advantage of that. Jacob Hernandez getting it done for the Tornadoes defensively, as was Harvey. But now another goal. This one by number 32, Andrew Brown. 13-0, your score. So after the Poteet goal, off an assist by Como, Andrew Brown able to deliver. Brown now with 3 goals. Young has 4. Poteet and Woods each with 2. It's been all Panthers here in this first half. 13-0. Meanwhile, here come the NATOs. Drew Pond. Pond uses Scoggins. Scoggins plays the short ball there to Nate Stone. Just over 2 minutes until intermission. Corbett. It's Atticus Cooper. Taken away by the Panthers. Here come the Panthers. Abrams. Firing away a shot there. Off the mark. Bunch of substitutes coming in and out. Meanwhile, 1:44 to play here. Panthers ball. Young. Young once again. Here's Bryan. 80 seconds to play, first half. Hicks able to come up with the loose ball and the save there. Hicks is going to play it long, and he's able to deliver that bomb to Corbett. Here comes Corbett. Parker Corbett on the attack. Shot there from Corbett. Nice save by Bohr. That was one of the better offensive sequences for the Tornadoes, but Bohr able to stop the attack from Corbett. 50 seconds left to play. Another opportunity here for the NATOs. Kyatt. Pond. Firing off a shot there was Corbett. So Corbett with back-to-back bullets, but unable to deliver. We've got a timeout on the field. Meantime, it looks like it's being taken by the LaGrange Panthers, so we'll take it with them. Your score, Panthers 13, Tornadoes 0, 33 seconds left to play first half. Back here at Islamel Family Field, final 32 seconds of the second quarter. Opportunity here for the Tornadoes, but some tough defense there by LaGrange. No whistle. And so here we go as LaGrange brings it back the other way. LaGrange moving very quickly. They're hungry for more before the end of this half. Nice job there. Jacob Gravely getting in the middle of things defensively. Also Lucas Harvey on the scene. Another long by the Tornadoes. Here come the Nados. Parker Corbett. And that'll do it as a big effort there at the end of the half by Corbett and also Drew Pond. And we'll head to intermission with your score, Panthers 13, Tornadoes 0.
It's important to study English because language history.
Back here at Islamel Family Field, 13-0 Panthers on top of the Tornadoes at halftime. There will be a goalkeeper change for LaGrange. Joshua Hargrove will step in, replacing Isaac Bohr. A 13-0 LaGrange on top. Bohr had 5 saves in a shutout performance in that first half. Just about ready to get things started here. Start of period number 3. One of those days here at Islamel Family Field where lots happening around campus, a baseball game as well. So back underway here, a 13-0 advantage early on. Tornadoes coming out of the halftime locker room looking to get on track here. And a goal there. Kevin Woods, number 0, delivering once again. That's his 3rd goal. And now a 14-0 lead. So Woods able to get the finish there. 13-0 at halftime. Now a 14-0 lead for the visitors from LaGrange College. Back the other way, here come the Panthers. Finnegan McCormick led the Tornadoes with 6 shots in that first half. Also firing off multiple shots was Parker Corbett with 3, but another goal there. That'll be scored by Komu. Como, his 2nd. And it's all LaGrange thus far. 2 quick goals here in period number 3. And LaGrange once again on the offensive attack. Jack Hicks with 12 saves in that first half. He's had a busy day contending with over 40 shots taken by the Panthers. Score another one there, number 1 with the finish, Luke Young. He leads all scorers with 5 goals. So 16-0 LaGrange on top, period number 3. Loose ball here. Scoggins had it momentarily, then he's tripped up from behind. However, no flag flies, but it'll be Tornado ball. Scoggins. Picked up there by McCormick. McCormick. Here's Corbett. Stone. Nate Stone cuts to his left. Now circles back. Uses his teammate Bryce Peterson, the sophomore from Augusta, Georgia. Here's Kyatt. Gage Kyatt. Tried to connect there with McCormick, but it's going to skip out of bounds. It'll be LaGrange ball. Opportunity here for the Tornadoes as they're able to benefit from a LaGrange turnover. Here's Stone. McCormick. Atticus Cooper, the junior from Louisville, Kentucky. LaGrange's defense has been stout, limiting the Tornadoes to 14 shots in this contest. And the most important number, 0 goals. 11:50 to play here, period number 3. Cooper trying to get it done. Cooper did everything in his power to try to find the back of that net, but LaGrange may have been a little too aggressive there and might have a penalty. In fact, it looks like indeed a penalty on the Panthers, so man-up opportunity coming here for the NATOs. We'll try to get an official ruling for you. 11:43 to play here, period number 3. Opportunity here for the NATOs, man-up opportunity. McCormick. Pond. Gravely. Pond again. Here's McCormick. Corbett. Saved there by the goalkeeper. That's Hargrove. He checked in to start the second half. Senior out of Norcross, Georgia. 11:11 to play here, period number 3. Como. Here's Woods. He has made his presence known today. Hicks able to disrupt things there momentarily. Now a shot missing there. Looked like it was blocked by the Tornadoes. Now picked up by the NATOs. Here's Michael Peters. Michael Peters across midfield. Peters continuing the charge. Fires off a shot there, saved by Hargrove. 10:25 to play. Tornadoes still looking for that first goal of the contest. Back and forth we go. Here comes LaGrange. Flipping the field, Young. Bryan. Young once again. Young. Tight defense there from Lucas Harvey. Nice job, Harvey, making things difficult on Young. 41 on the shot clock, 9:44 on the game clock. We're in the third period here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Samuels. Brown. Woods. Woods able to get the finish there. Nice individual effort, Klein Woods. And the fourth goal of the period, 17th of the contest for LaGrange, a 17-0 lead. And Will Scoggins will get things started for the Tornadoes here on the face-off. Jacob Jeffords for LaGrange. Scoggins with an opportunity here, and he does, in fact, win the face-off himself. Here come the NATOs. Shot there just off the mark. Probably the best opportunity so far for the Tornadoes. Scoggins making it happen, pushing it up to head to Corbett, and Corbett with a fastball just off the mark. Now another opportunity for the Tornadoes. Maybe that spurt will give the Tornadoes a sense of momentum. Stone. Nate Stone. McCormick. McCormick fires off a shot. Saved by Hargrove. 8:40 to play. Period 3. And here comes LaGrange the other way. Young. Credit the deflection there to Hicks on that Young attack. Now coming back on the defensive sides, Ponder. And Tornadoes will get set defensively. You see Harvey and Peters. And then a goal once again for the Panthers. 18-0. And Woods once again with the finish. So another face-off opportunity here. It's actually going to be Woods handling the duties there for LaGrange this time around, the senior from Macon, Georgia. Against Scoggins. Scoggins able to win that last face-off, see if he can do it again, and he does. Scoggins taking it himself once again and fires off a shot, a whistle. It'll be Tornado ball. Here's Pond. Pond trying to shake his defender. Pond able to find an open teammate. That's Corbett. Corbett with another good shot. He's had a few of those today. Then he's shoved to the ground. It's a little bit extracurricular after that foul. And Tornadoes back at it. 7:40 to play here, period 3. Here's McCormick. McCormick backing up a couple steps. Defended by Beckworth. McCormick beats 2 defenders, then fires off a shot himself. A flag flies. It's starting to get a little chippy out there. We'll see what this penalty is about. $7:20 to play here, period number 3. Shot here off the mark. Corbett fired it away again. He's been the most active attacker for the NATOs. McCormick has had his share of shots too. And then McCormick hits one. Finnegan McCormick with the finish. Number 6 for the Tornadoes and able to get that goal.
Tornadoes goal number 6, Finnegan McCormick.
Finnegan McCormick able to deliver that goal. And Tornadoes able to get the goal 18-1. $7:02 to play here, period number 3. So, Tornadoes desperately needed a goal, a positive in this game that's been all Panthers. And Finnegan McCormick able to deliver. We get to hear the Tornado siren for the first time this afternoon, and See if this could be a change in the fortunes, perhaps, in this one. A contest that's been all LaGrange. Here's Cooper, Atticus Cooper. Firing off a shot there. McCormick once again. He's starting to feel it. But saved by Hargrove. McCormick now battling with the Panther, and I'm afraid McCormick might have been a little too aggressive there. That battle with Ben Bryan. And whistle here, and we're going to see what the penalty's all about. But that flag flew as soon as McCormick got a piece of Bryan. It's a holding foul, so could have been more severe, but it'll be a 30-second penalty. Man-up situation for LaGrange. .5:26 to play here, period number 3. LaGrange up 18-1. USA South Conference matchup between these two schools. Trying the behind the back shot there, but blocked by the Tornadoes. Now, Tornadoes defense just tenacious, but coming up with it ultimately. Poteet. Wind continuing to howl here. It's gusting at times. Good 20, 25 miles per hour at times. .445 to play, period 3. Nice job there, scooping it up, sweeping things up was Jacob Gravely. He plays it to Hicks. Hicks up ahead. Here's McCormick. McCormick, the lone goal scorer for the Tornadoes. Scoggins. 4:15 to play. Period number 3. Scoggins once again. Scoggins trying to juke his defender. That's Milton on the defense. Freshman for LaGrange. And Milton able to push it ahead there to Young. Luke Young, we've been calling his name all day. 3:40 to play here, period number 3. Ball skips away, but then saved by Poteet. 3:15 left, period number 3. 35 on the shot clock. Brown. Como. Young. Young firing off a shot. It's wide. Bounces all the way towards the Arby's sign in that corner of the Eis Lamel Family Field facility. 18 on the shot clock for LaGrange. Now 12 on the shot clock, taken away by the Tornadoes. Jacob Gravely. Gravely up ahead. Here's Corbett. Corbett's had a few looks, but LaGrange able to get the stop. Shot there, just missing. 2:21 to play, period 3. But then a finish by LaGrange. Number 6, Holden Samuels. He's the sophomore from Woodstock, Georgia. Samuels able to get in on the action. Now a 19-2 lead. Face off here. Won quickly by LaGrange. It's Jeffords. (19-1) ball game, but student athletes on both sides continuing to battle hard. 2:05 to play here, period number 3. Here's Atticus Cooper. Drew Pond. Nate Stone. Nate Stone beats a defender, fires away from the left side, missing. Cooper once again. Cooper was looking for Stone. Ball scooped up there by McCormick. McCormick now circles back, finds Pond. Pond with a shot there, saved by Hargrove. LaGrange trying to work in transition here. Here's Young. We're down to the final 75 seconds, period number 3. Young. Taken away by Hicks. Nice interception there. Hicks now up ahead, able to find his teammate, Jacob Hernandez. Hernandez covering a lot of ground. Hernandez fires away a shot himself. Jacob Hernandez, the junior defender out of Santa Ana, California. So we're in the final 45 seconds of period number 3. Been all LaGrange in this one. A 19-1 advantage. Shot there, saved by Hicks, but then the rebound and the finish. Andrew Brown with the goal there. He's been very active, and Panthers able to get to the 20-goal mark here in the third period. And Scoggins will head back to the face-off circle for the NATOs. 20-1 your score. Scoggins able to get a head start here. Scoggins was looking for McCormick. Nice idea. Luke Young with 5 goals. Klein Woods with 5 goals. Andrew Brown with 4. To lead the way for LaGrange. Bit of a tussle there between Tyler Abrams and Parker Corbett. Meanwhile, McCormick will start things up. We're in the final 5 seconds of the third period. And that'll do it for the end of period number 3. With your score, Panthers 20, Tornadoes 1. Heading towards the fourth and final period here at Islamel Family Field. Glad you're able to join us wherever you may be tuning in from. LaGrange with a 20-1 advantage, 59-30 in the shots department. The Tornadoes able to get off 30 shots, which isn't a bad number, but just once finding the back of the net. And we'll double check, but we believe we have a new goalkeeper for LaGrange. That would be the third goalkeeper of the day. And number 38, Hunter Ransom, the goalkeeper, sophomore out of Cumming, Georgia. So third goalkeeper thus far. Still Jack Hicks in the goal for the Tornadoes. Here's Gage Kyatt. Kyatt fires away a shot. And early save there for Ransom. 14 minutes to play here. Period number 4. And a shot and a finish there. That'll be number 12, Tyler Abrams, for the 21st goal of the day for the Panthers. Abrams with the finish there. Scoggins will handle the face-off duties once again for the Tornadoes. He has Peters on one side of him, Max Dorman on the other. Face-off here, taken by Scoggins. He's done this a couple of times today. Here's McCormick. Pond. McCormick. Stone. Kyatt. Cooper. Cooper trying to shake off his defender. Stone then fires away a shot. Picked up there nicely by Pond. Loose ball picked up ultimately by Cooper. Cooper now uses Kayet. Kayet. 40 on the shot clock. Cooper once again. Cooper able to find his teammate point blank. Pond had a great look at things, but defended there by the Panthers. We're in the final quarter here at Isla Family Field. Salmons. Woods. Brown. Defended by Peters. Samuels. Salmons with the attempt there, taken away momentarily by Max Dorman. And it will indeed be Tornado's ball. 11:37 left to play here in this one. Here's Nate Stone. Stone covering a lot of ground. Nate Stone. McCormick. Gage Kayet. Pond to Scoggins. Back to Kayet. Now picking up the loose ball. Keeping the possession going is Stone. Kayet. Kayet trying to beat his defender one-on-one, then fires off a shot. It'll still be Tornado ball. Pond back to Kayet. Kayet. Trying to use Scoggins. See if Scoggins can find that before it goes out of bounds. No, in fact, it'll be LaGrange ball. Devin Milton get things started. Now Milton on the move. Here's Como. So we're 10 minutes to play in a contest that has been all LaGrange. D'Alessandro. Check that. It was actually Poteet. One wears 8, the other wears 9. Sometimes tough to see those subtleties from our location here. 9:45 to play here, period number 4. Andrew Brown firing off a shot. All sorts of action there. Keep your head on a swivel down there in front of the goal. 9:31 left on a sunny yet windy day here in the mountains of western North Carolina. Currently 73 degrees. Shot there. That was Atticus Cooper. Nice attack. Nate Stone. Stone. Steps back, uses Scoggins. Scoggins, couple steps to his left. Now uses McCormick. 38 on the shot clock. McCormick. Taken away there. Nice job defensively by Gibson. After a brief stoppage, clock resumes. Here's Jack Bryan. Bryan. Woods. Montoya, first time we've called his name, Baylor Montoya, the midfielder from Gainesville, Georgia. Bryan. Como. Scooped up there by Jack Hicks, goalkeeper of the Tornadoes. 7:30 to play here, period number 4. Well, we mentioned baseball happening today. If you want to come on out here tomorrow at Gilcone Field. Game 3 of the series versus Pfeiffer. They're in Game 2 of the doubleheader now. Tornadoes won the first one. Game 3 of the series tomorrow at 1 p.m. Good luck to the softball team, which heads to Winston-Salem tomorrow to take on Salem University. Softball will be back in action on Saturday. Doubleheader, or check that on Tuesday. Doubleheader versus Meredith Tuesday right here at Brevard College. And then if you want even more baseball, Monday, a matchup versus Williams College at 3 p.m. at Gilcone Field. A couple of spring sports on the road today as well. Tennis, men's and women's tennis, both at William Peace, continuing their USA South Conference schedules. As a couple bodies hit the deck there, whistle blows, it'll remain LaGrange ball. Track and field at the Montreat Invitational. That started yesterday, happening today as well. And a goal there. Looks like a finish there by the Panthers. So D'Alessandro with the finish there. And a 22-1 advantage. Well, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the little bell. That way you will receive all the notifications when a Tornado Athletics event goes live. Looks like a new goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. We'll see if we can confirm that. Scott Bundy now playing goal for the Tornadoes, and he's taking matters into his own hands. He plays it forward to Braden Perez. Here's Drew Pond. .533 to play here. BCTornadoes.com, your home of Brevard College news, stats, scores, information, rosters. Make sure you bookmark that website. And be sure to follow the Tornadoes on social media at BC Tornadoes on Twitter and Instagram. Brevard College Tornado Athletics on Facebook. 5:05 to play here, period 4. 22-1 Panthers. Nate Stone. Nate Stone fires a shot. It bounces wide. Under 5 minutes to play here at Islamel Family Field. LaGrange's ball from the back. Parker Corbett still exerting all sorts of pressure. Now a flag flies. So there'll be a penalty, likely on the NATOs. As the possession is able to continue here, Como with the touch. D'Alessandro, who was in on that last goal, and he just scored another one there. Well, check that. Actually, it was 0. Klein Woods with the finish. So back underway here, and LaGrange winning the faceoff there. There was a penalty interference, however, it was waved off after the score by LaGrange, 23-4. LaGrange now on top. Tornadoes will be back in action on Saturday, April 1st, as final days of March are already upon us. Saturday, April 1st in Cary, North Carolina, the Tornadoes will visit William Peace. Then another road game at Piedmont in Demorest, Georgia on Wednesday, April the 5th. Then back here, the next home game for the Tornadoes, 2 weeks from today, Saturday, April the 8th, BC versus Greensboro. Shot there, saved. That was Parker Corbett. He's had a good number of shots, however, hasn't gotten one to squeak by the goalkeepers that have been used by LaGrange. Firing off a shot there was Como. Hernandez on the defensive side. .233 to play, final period. Senior Day, if you want to mark your calendars for that, Southern Virginia versus Brevard here at Islamel Family Field. That's Saturday, April 22nd at 12 noon, high noon, here at the land of the Tornadoes. Nice save there by Bundy. Bundy now trying to play it forward. Loose ball here, dangerous situation for the NATOs. Down to 2 minutes to play. Poteet. Shot there. Bundy on the case once again in goal for the NATOs. as we're down to our final 90 seconds of this USA South Conference contest. Want to thank all those that helped us behind the scenes: Pietro Moratelli, Scott Douglas, Aisha Short. Happy birthday to Aisha. Glad she was able to help us out as well. And also Abby Pardee, Angie Mascaro, Kristen Rosado, and Bree Clark as well. And appreciate you, NATO Nation, for tuning in to another edition of Brevard College Tornado Athletics. And a goal there. Tornado's able to get the finish there. Gage Kyatt, ladies and gentlemen. Down to our final minute here after that goal by Gage Kyatt. So 22, check that, 23-2. So goals by McCormick and Kyatt. .52 seconds left to play. McCormick led the Tornadoes with 10 shots taken. Parker Corbett took 8 shots. McCormick was able to get the goal. .30 seconds left. This will just about do it. It's all academic at this point. Panthers with a resounding 23-2 advantage over the NATOs. As we count down towards the end of regulation here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, as that'll just about do it. Your final score, Panthers 23, Tornadoes 2. Stick with us. We'll bring you some final stats in just a matter of moments. So your final score here at Ives Lamel Family Field, 23-2. LaGrange with a dominant win. They led 5-0 at the end of one. Scored 8 goals in that second period to take a 13-0 lead into halftime. 7-1 advantage in the third, and then 3-1 in the fourth. 2 goals by the NATOs, one from Gage Kyatt, one from Finnegan McCormick. LaGrange was led by Woods with 6 goals, Young with 5, Brown with 4, Poteet with 2, and Como with 2 as well. And 70-41 the shot differential in this one. Pretty even in the ground ball categories, 46-45, so just one more ground ball for LaGrange. And face-offs, Tornadoes able to win that department. Will Scoggins, a nice job there in particular. 16 of the 29 face-offs were won by the Tornadoes. So that'll do it for all of us here at Brevard College. Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Men's Lacrosse. Baseball still happening at Gilcone Field. If you want to stay on the same YouTube channel but just switch from one event to the other, you can do that if you go back to the home page of this channel. And then the Tornadoes men's lacrosse team will head to William Peace 1 week for today, a road trip to Piedmont on April the 5th, and then back home here on Saturday, April the 8th versus Greensboro. Major thanks to Aisha Short, Pietro Moratelli, and Scott Douglas for all their help behind the scenes. And thanks again for joining us for this edition of Brevard College Tornado men's lacrosse. We'll see you down the road at an upcoming Brevard College Tornado event. Your final score from the final time here at Islamel Family Field, LaGrange 23, Brevard 2. Have a very pleasant rest of your Saturday. Go Tornadoes!